What's going on, guys? Shadow Raj here and welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, we're gonna play in the Jeep today. The wind is blowing like 40 miles an hour. I went out earlier on my bike trying to shoot some clips and that wind was just all up in my business. There was just no way that it was gonna work. But we will continue the grind in the Jeep, so that's not a problem. Today we are gonna work on some shiny shadows. Hopefully we can get at least one today. We've got one out of like, I don't know, 150 battles, so I'm hoping that our luck will turn around on it really soon. And then we'll also do some Dynamax battles, probably some Sableyes and some Beldums, see what we can get from those. And then we also have research, so there's quite a bit to do. So with that being said, let's get into it. And if we look at our level 49 requirements, we have 50 lucky trades, we've got 13. I did 100 trades yesterday, and I did 100 trades today, and we got 13. We got 6 yesterday, 7 today. So that's pretty awesome. Hopefully that streak will continue because that'll get us done pretty quick. And then we also have 500 gifts to send to friends. We are at 201. I have plenty of gifts I can send today, but first we need to fill up on 12K eggs before we start spending stops. We also have the level 48 challenge, 480 nice throws. We are at 231. So that's gonna help with the rocket radars because that's gonna give us 3, so that'll be pretty nice. And then for the Gigantamax Machamp Max Battle Lead Up Timed Research, we need to catch one more Max Pokemon. We need to power up Beldum 5 times and power up Pokemon 10 times. First for the leaders, we have an Arlo, and we would really love it if he would bring us a teal horsey. We have yet to get one, so can we get one here is the question, and we cannot. And a 215, so we are just not having the best luck with these things. All right, this horsey's been caught, and a 215 is nothing to write home about, so let's move on to the next one. All right, this time we have a Sierra, and will you be green? Nope, you will not. 240. Will you at least be decent stats? And no, not even close. And for rocket number 3, we have a cliff, so that's nice. We get to see one of each today, but come on, have that yellow belly. You did not. I was feeling it too. And a 377. I think the last battle we did with Cliff, we got a 377. I can't be for sure, but it seems really familiar and it doesn't seem like it's going to be very good. Will you save yourself with stats? Well, that might be PvP, but you know, Garchomp is usually used in the Master League, not in the Great or Ultra, but... Alright, up next we have a Cliff. Will this one be the yellow belly? It is not. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. How are you looking? And, yeah, our 5th leader of the day is our 3rd Cliff of the day, so maybe 3rd luck's the charm. Come on, buddy. And still no, and a 380, so... Let's go ahead and check these stats, though. Yeah, nothing too great. So, on to the next one. Up next we have an Arlo, and hopefully he will help us out, and he certainly will not. So that's pretty fun. Alright, horsey, how do you look? Yeah. Taking a short break from the leaders. We still got a couple more eggs we gotta pick up so we can start spinning stops and getting items and gifts. But let's see if this Sableye will be a shiny one. That'd be really cool. And survey says you are not. And an 824, so I think that this is the best one we've encountered, so we'll take a look after we catch it. And this will be our 5th catch for the max research. But let's see, 825. That's decent. See if, or 824, my bad. Let's see if we can get something better. Alright guys, check it out. It's getting ready to battle this Beldum, and we got a shiny Poochyena. That's pretty freaking awesome. We'll definitely take that. I believe this is gonna be our first one, so that's pretty awesome. We get to register something to, I can speak today. We get to register something to the decks, and we're at 413 out of 480, so we'll be done with that pretty soon. Probably before Spotlight Hour is over. We still have 39 minutes, and let's go ahead and register that. Yeah, that's pretty freaking awesome. We'll take that. A bunch of stuff around it we don't have. That's pretty fun. And let's see, any good? Yeah, but you know, it's a new one that we needed, so that's pretty exciting. Alright, here is that Beldum defeated, and I accidentally picked up a 2K, so we're gonna have to hatch that, and then we can pick up our 9th egg, I believe. So we should be full other than the 2K we need to hatch. But let's see what we get from this battle. And survey says, will you be silver? You will not, in a 522. And for the Beldum, you want a 558 for the hundo, so we know that this isn't it. All right, guys, this is probably gonna be our last leader for the day. I hatched that 2K, and then I did a couple off camera hoping that would help, but haven't got anything, so we are still one shiny in. I would really love if Sierra would help us out right here. That'd be phenomenal, you know. And survey says, will you be the shiny? Oh my gosh, yes it is. Finally. Man, this has been rough. So I'm glad that we got one today. That gives me a little bit of more motivation, because it has been, you know, just sucking the wind out of my sails. I've just been struggling with these, but we got one here, so let's go ahead and catch it and see if it's any good. So that's one trap itch, and that's one gibble. So we got 2 left of each of those, and then we need to get Arlo to get on our side. And there it is, being registered to the Dex. That's pretty freaking awesome. Let's go ahead and check this one out, and not too bad, we'll take it. I'm just happy we got a shiny, so we're making progress slowly but surely. We've got a Sableye defeated. I'm still super excited about that shiny Trapinch. That's freaking awesome. But let's see if we can get the streak to continue right here with this. A golden Sableye would be pretty sweet, and we did not. And an 816. This should be our final 480th throw, and there it is. That's pretty freaking awesome. We'll take it. And that's gonna give us 3 radars, so that's definitely gonna help with tomorrow. I'm gonna try and go out later tonight and hatch those eggs. That way we can have open spaces tomorrow, but we'll see. And it's gonna take a second excellent throw at least to catch this bad boy. He wants to put up a fight, even though 816 isn't very good, but we got it. So let's go ahead and check the stats once it goes through. And survey says, yeah, not the best, but you know, could have been a lot worse. Now let's go ahead and collect this. We will get 4,800 Stardust, 4,800 XP, and 3 rocket radars. I'm really excited to get those. That's really nice. And we'll get 4,800 XP and 4,800 Stardust again, and then we'll get an encounter, and the encounter is a Golett. Now, unfortunately it wasn't shiny, but it does have a Spotlight Hour coming up next week, and we got really lucky with the last 2 Spotlight Hours. We completed the Sandy Gas set in 1 Spotlight Hour, and then today we got a shiny Poochyena, which is pretty freaking cool. So hopefully we can keep that Spotlight Hour luck continuing into next week and get 1 or maybe 2 Goletts. That'd be pretty insane. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. And yeah, not the best, but oh well. And we have another level 48 challenge. Defeat a Team Go Rocket Leader 14 times, which is pretty convenient since that's what we're trying to do right now. Earn 48 candies walking with your buddy. That's gonna take a second. And catch 480 Pokemon. So, fun task, but we'll go ahead and battle this Beldum and see what we get. We have the Beldum beat. Now we have a shiny 93% and a regular 98%, but a hundo would be pretty cool. Let's see if we can get one here. Remember, we want a 558, and it's not shiny, and a 538, so we're 20 off on this one. And 20 off looks, it's okay, not the best. We have another Sableye here. This will probably be the last one since I'll be out of free particles and I don't want to purchase any, so let's see if we can get something good here. We did not, and an 802. I think this is the worst one we've seen, so let's go ahead and check the stats on that. Maybe we've seen an 800, but I think 802 is the lowest we've seen. We've got it caught, and 802 is something. Before we end this video, let's go ahead and take a look at level 49 requirements. We're still at 13 lucky trades. I'm hoping by the next 100 for tomorrow's trades, we can be at 20, and then that's almost halfway there, and that'd be 3 days. That'd be really convenient, but that's all just random. You never know. We might get 10 tomorrow, we might get 1, we might get none, so we'll just have to see. And then we also need to send the 500 gifts. We are at 327 of those, so we're getting there. I think in the next 2 days we'll have the gifts done for sure, but it's gonna be probably at least 3 or 4 more days before we can get to level 49, but it's all good. If you liked today's video, please consider leaving a like and smashing that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And also comment down below, let me know how you're doing with these shiny shadows. We finally got our second one, So we have 7 left we need to get. Still a lot of grinding left for those that we need to do, but you know, we got 3 free radars today, and that's really gonna help out. If you want to see more of this content, you can check it out right here, and you can also subscribe on the other side. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.